Hello and welcome to a Three's Company video on the Lord of the Rings the card game. I'm Joseph and today I am playing Trouble in Tharbad from the Ringmaker cycle. I've been going through the cycle systematically, having fun with the contracts mainly, and just revisiting the cycle. The gimmick or the theme of this quest is getting your willpower to 0. So I just decided it'd be fun to try to start at 49 with the Bond of Friendship. You can use 4 heroes and start with your threat 1 below your threat elimination level. That's the other part of this quest. Your threat elimination level goes down with time counters marking that 40 to 30. Nightmare version is more aggressive about that. But this may not work. I've had some good games and some bad games with this. It just depends on how things go. But I got all big heroes. Thorin is 12 threat. He's just here for the stats and for the King Under the Mountain. Elrond this year is 13 threat, and he helps smooth my resources a lot. Ideally, I'd like to be Vilya-ing him, but with only 2 Vilyas in the deck, and you can't run a wizard to use the fetch card to grab it, and I don't want to use a side quest. It's not a Vilya deck, but it does have Vilya in it. Vilya's good, but most of these allies are 2 cost, so no huge advantage. Círdan gets my card draw. Gawain gives me a nice 4 will. I have 10 willpower right off the bat, and then Beorn, it can take the first enemy and kill it usually with a little bit of help. So I have a good board presence to start with, and hopefully I can build up fast enough that I won't thread out before my elimination level goes down to 40. This is not the best way to beat this quest, but I thought it'd be fun to try and start at 49. So let's give it a try. Here I have the quest all set up. Now let's get my deck going first, and then we'll talk about the quest itself. Let's shuffle. And I guess we didn't talk about the entire deck, but Feint is one of the cards I'm looking at right away. Mainly, I want to get my opening hand, because this guy, when he attacks, he removes a time counter from the current quest. And starting at 49, that hurts. The time counters aren't good. We'll talk about that in a second. Alright, this is an interesting hand. 2 Vilyas is nice, but all this is nice. Can I tolerate not spending money for a turn? Ouch. I think I can. I'm going to keep this, even though it's nothing like what I wanted. I'd rather have Light of Valinor early than Vilya. I'd rather have Feint than early willpower, but this tighten our belts is making me greedy here. If I can hold out the first turn, and then I can play both of these allies. And that'll give me the 4 willpower plus whatever I draw here. So we're going to try it. Alright, so the quest itself, it's a 2-stage quest. The first stage, essentially, you're questing your threat down to 0. Instead of putting progress on the quest, you reduce your threat, which is fun. This is a popular quest. Then the last stage, this Balak gentleman comes out with an orc buddy and try to beat you up, but you have to quest over this location. It's in the staging area, and you just put progress on it instead of the quest card. Alright, let's look at the quest card itself. Double dealings. You meet with Nalier. Your meeting with Nalier is interrupted by a host of orcs led by a man, Balak. In the ensuing chaos, you manage to escape with the dwarf, but the orcs pursue. Outnumbered, you must throw the orcs off your trail if you hope to escape. Set Balak on the crossing at Tharbad aside out of play. Search the encounter deck for 1 copy of Spy from Mordor player and add them to the staging area. Did that. Spy from Mordor here. Medium enemy. Make the empty mug the active location. The first player takes control of Nalier as an ally. Shuffle encounter deck. Okay, all done. Empty mug. Players cannot reduce their threat. And, well, this is in the victory display. The current quest gains forced after a player effect. Card effect reduces a player's threat, removal from the game. So bad quest for Gladriel. So I have a little bit of threat reduction in my deck, but it's just Elrond's Council, which is a throwaway event. Alright. Time 4. After the last time counter is removed from this quest, reduce each player's threat elimination level by 10 for the remainder of the game. Then place 4 time counters here. So I will use this threat meter down here. I'll put it at 50 for now. I'll move that down as if this triggers, which it probably will. And then second forced, after one or more progress is placed on this quest, cancel all progress and reduce each player's threat by an equal amount. When all players have reached 0 threat, immediately proceed to stage 2. And Nollier, everyone's favorite dwarf, 0 willpower, 1 attack, which is going to be nice, hopefully. 2 and 3, first player gains control, and then this forced effect isn't fun. At the beginning of the refresh phase, raise your threat by 1 for each player in the game. Gotta remember that. At least it's only 1 instead of 4. Okay, so the plan of attack is quest a bunch and reduce my threat by a little bit. I have at least 10 to quest a threat away. This guy comes down and attacks. Beorn takes that, and then Beorn and Nollier together have 6 attack and can kill him. So hopefully we get a less meaningful treachery right away, so we can get some progress down. Or I could put out some allies to get more progress. That's probably smarter than waiting for my... We'll see here. Okay, new turn. Control N, hello? It's not working. There we go. So I draw 2 cards and I throw 1 away. I only have 1 Joubert and 1 Gandalf each. Oh, I now did it twice. So I moved on to turn 2. So I'll just backtrack and I have 1 turn less than it says. Okay. I'm going to throw away Gandalf. Now, it's a difficult decision if I'm going to try to use Tighten Our Belts. I think I'm just going to quest for 10 and hope for the best. I have to get some progress here, although at least 2 progress, otherwise I'm going to thread out. Oof, that's bad. 5. Okay. Lost the game, basically. Turn 1. That's the danger here. I have 3, and that's 5 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which reduces my threat, and then I'm going to increase my threat by 2 at the end of the round. So that is an instant loss. That's what you get for starting at 49 threat, I guess. We'll just restart real quick. I guess I should have played cards, because I've been greedy for tightening belts. Reload the quest. Octagon's being slow tonight. Come on. Reload the deck. Alright, let's see if we can do better this time. And I modified it a little bit since I downloaded it. What did I put in? I put in another neutral card. I put in Narya for fun instead of... in this quest you can include Valor and Secrecy cards, which is weird. Okay, I'll shuffle this in, take a real hand, and then choose if I want a mulligan or not. Anamarth is real good. But and Steward is real good, but I want my Feint. Okay, even worse, but we'll tolerate. Get Dummy Dwarf here. Shuffle these in. Quest setup is done. We've read through the quest. Turn 1. And we draw extra for Kirdan. That's my only copy of Light of Eleanor, so I'm going to keep it. But I have a lot of spirit stuff right off the bat. Well, after that disastrous first game, I'm going to get some willpower out right away. I'm going to use Elrond's, so I have 2 for Arwen, and then I'm going to play that and move that. Oh, can't do that. Other thing would be put Honor Guard down right away, but this is fine. Okay, let's try again. We'll go for 12 this time. 12 to 2. Oh no, 2 of them. We're going to get 10 progress. Let's see if Beorn dies first turn. 8 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 turns into -4 threat. 40, 45. This goes to the victor display. And this is going to be rough. Okay. That's why I want the Feint. I'm going to let this guy die. Sorry, buddy. He dies. Takes 1 time off. Beorn defends. 3. He gets +1, so that's 4 attack. Puts 3 on Beorn. And these guys will kill him. Well, survived the first turn that time. And then we raise our threat by 1 for having Nollier. Go to the next turn. And I draw extra card. And I'll keep the Record Keeper, I think. I'll play him for some damage mitigation. And I'm going to play him, which is perfect because I'm a Valor mode right now with Elrond's, and I'll play that for extra defender. That's looking a little better. Quest 10, 12. Oh, Arwen will give Elrond ability. Arwen can't give her love to the bear, so Elrond will be 4 until further notice. 12 and 2 is quest for 14. Oh, and I didn't finish the time counters. I was second time counter for the second guy attacking, and then at the end of the turn, another one, so it's already down. So, wow, I need to be below 40, which I think is possible here. We're at 14. Oh, my goodness. Do not like you. 14 to 2 is down 12, so that's 35. This guy's going to engage, and now we have 2 of these guys. First we'll attack Elrond. I'll take a time counter off, and now our elimination level goes from 50 to 40. Then we put 4 more on, and then Beorn defends this one. Additional attack. I'm not happy about that. I'll cancel 1 damage. Actually, I won't. I'll take 2 damage. The Honor Guard will defend the additional attack. That's horrible. Remove 1 time counter from the current quest. Oh my goodness. So now I've lost again because I burned through 5 time counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in 1 combat phase. So much trouble in Tharbad. Goodness gracious. 3 spies from Mordor's in a row. I'm just going to call that bad luck. Come on, I can do this. I'm going to reload it. And look for that faint. Ouch. Downloads. And I'll just leave the resourceful instead of Narvia. I will... This is not a great hand, but it does have Elrond's Counsel. I'm going to mulligan for that fate. That's all I want. Let's make sure I put that in the deck too. Yep, it's in the deck. No faint. Rude. Okay, we'll try our best again. 5 time counters on 1 turn with single player. Never seen that before. Same setup, same quest, and Control N. Turn 1. We gotta keep Treebeard. Play Arwen for the willpower. For a spirit and a lore. Quest for 12. Remove a time counter or reveal an additional counter card. I'm gonna give Nollier that just because the only thing I really can do. I'll take a time counter off, as painful as that is. So I have 4 to 12 is -8. 4 there. And down 4 threat. To display. Now both of these guys come. The shadow cards better not mess me again. Baron's going to defend them both. Nothing. That's good. And that takes a time counter off. We're already down to 2. Oh my goodness. We lost again. Oh my goodness. The shadows. And too many enemies. So that was 1 here. And 1 here. And 1 here. And 1 here. 4 in 1 turn. What is going on? This never happened to me. It just happened 3 times in a row. 4th time's the charm, right? I'm desperate to play again. I've been out of my house for 10 days. We had a good ice storm here and lost power for 11 days. And I've been living at my in-laws with my family. It's been good, but nice to be back home and normal and playing Lord of the Rings more again. Unless, I don't know if it is better or not after how this quest is treating me. Okay, last attempt. Maybe. Set it up. Just give me a little treachery or something. Mulligan for feint. No feint. That's 6 hands with no feint. Okay then. And that's no willpower either, so this is even worse than usual. Alright. Gonna take it though. Turn 1. Drew Dog and Elrond's Counsel. I'll keep the Elrond's Counsel, but I only can play it after I quest because this prohibits me from doing anything else. Alright, what can I play? I could gamble and Villia, probably not good. I could get 1 willpower here or 1 willpower there. I'm gonna go with Gleowin. Oh, I can't play any of these. You know what? I'm gonna cheat and just mulligan. Say that's the 4th loss. This is the. There we go. Fate. And then the first turn I draw 2 cards, and we'll do that. Yes, I know. Not perfect. Okay, I'm gonna play him with this, and put the messaged Elrond on him, and then play this and engage this fellow. That's good. After enemy enters play, choose an enemy, get +5 engagement cost till the end of the round. Then you may engage the enemy or return it to stationary. I'm engaging it. Alright. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that'll be enough, so I'm going to keep her up just for a jump blocker, just in case. 12 to 0. Get the dwarf. The enemy in the staging area with the highest attack engages the first player and makes immediate attack against Nally. If there were no enemies in the staging area, get the dwarf gain surge. So why couldn't I have had this one earlier? Now I fouled it up, and there's no enemy, so it surges. Return all engaged enemies to the staging area. Then the first player either removes one time counter from the quest, or each spy enemy in the staging area gets +2 threat to the end of the phase. Okay. So we'll make him 4 threat, I think. I have 12, so I make 8 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Victor display. And he comes back down. And this time, he's not going to get me. Feint him. Doesn't attack. Kill him. And we'll just do this now too. 1, 2, 3. And I remove that from the game. I'll put it in Victor display. And then I've only lost 1 time counter. That's normal mode, not complete insanity mode. Alright, and then I would increase my threat for having Nalier. New turn. And Kirdan gives me an extra card. Come on, Octagon, you can do it. There we go. Oh, a bear is good to throw in my discard because I can use my skin changer later. And I will play him using my tactics and magic Elrond resource. And we'll call that good. Request for a lot again. 10, 12, 13 this time. Get the dwarf. Same treachery that makes the enemy from the staging area attack, but it surges into Streets of Tharbad. 13 versus 3 is -10. 34. Progress cannot be placed on Streets of Tharbad while it's in the staging area. While it's an active location, enemies get -20 engagement cost. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go there. And then into the turn. This is much less eventful, isn't it? We'll take a time off. Hello. There we go. And new turn. Draw an extra card. And we'll discard Kaor so we can use the Hound to keep Bayor alive. Okay. King of the Mountain is kind of fun. Extra card. Sifty. I wish I had kept those resources. Now we can afford to start blindly using Vilya. This deck has 30 allies in it, so it's a 3/5 chance of getting an ally. And I can tolerate that most of the time. Let's go for 7. 9. Another Streets of Tharbad, so make 6 progress, 1, and reduce our threat by 5. Oh, I didn't null your threat last turn. Do that. This goes away. Elrond. Ooh, perfect. Elrond's buddy. Let's look at the top 5 now. And now with the card draw situation I have in hand, it's complex. So, what do I want to throw away? I want all of these. These are all good. I want to Vilya that's for sure. Which I can do during the refresh. No, I can do it in the refresh phase. Yep. But I have to throw one of these away. I might throw away the Silver Harp. Although that's nice. Long term. Oh. We'll refresh. Then we'll put Jabir into play. Then we'll draw these two. Put Treebeard out. I don't want to lose all these cards. But 1 free people should be enough. Then I'll just forego King Out of the Mountain for now, I guess. I can't play that if I get it. Actually, I could. Nope. Okay. Alright, I'm going to just keep this little cheat sheet up here for now. Can I shrink that? No, I cannot. Okay. Refresh phase. Control R. Take off a time counter. And then I'm going to use this right now. Doing the refresh phase again, twice in one turn. And then I'll go to the next turn. And I'll have to throw away a good card for Kirtan. I don't know why it's taking so long to register a new turn tonight. And up 1 for Nalia. Okay, draw these 2. We know another Free Peoples is coming. We'll throw 1 away as much as that hurts me. We will play Alloy. Oh, we don't need that anymore. Just more willpower is good. At this point, we'll be using Jubir more for defending and Bayon for attacking. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 12. Oh, we meant to travel here too. 12. Orc Hunting Party. Deal each orc enemy in the play a shadow card. Each orc enemy gets minus 15 threat engagement costs until the end of the round. If there are no orc enemies in the staging area, it gains Surge. Orc Skirmisher. After he engages a player, that player must either deal 3 damage to a character he controls or remove 1 time counter from the current quest. Okay, I think we have 13, 7, 10, 12. 12 to 3 is 9, 1 here, 8 here, goes down to 25. I'll take him and drop 3 on Thorin. And I will discard this bloody shadow card. No, it's blank. He takes 1 damage, actually. And I'll prevent that. And then I'll attack back for 5, 6. And then I will look at the top 5. Okay, here's one we don't want. That's good. Let's draw this and throw away this. Actually, yeah, that's what's it gotta be. And then I can use King of the Mountain to draw Free Peoples. Works for me. Oh, but I could Villia something. I think I can Villia him. Maybe I won't King of the Mountain today. Alright. Now, this is more like it. Turn 4. We lose our 4th time counter, not turn 1. So now our threat elimination level is 40. Put 4 more time counters on it. And refresh. And we raise our threat by 1 for Nalier. We draw an additional card. Throw 1 away. We'll put this out so we don't have to do that next time. And I would use it with King of the Mountain, but I don't think it works. Exhaust King of the Mountain to look at the top 2 cards of your deck, add 1 to your hand, discard the other. The Harp doesn't combo with that. After a card is discarded from your hand, exhaust it to return it to your hand. So this doesn't ever put it in your hand. But now I can play this on him. and start getting more flexible resources. Let's put him out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll give Treebeard a resource every turn. And quest 7, 9, 10, 12. Take a time counter off, or if you want counter card. I'll take the time counter this time. 12 to 2 is minus 10, 17. Secrecy. Take the guy down. I think that's going to happen. Yep. I'll just defend with Joubert. Get rid of that shadow card. Nice, we haven't seen a Surge or Hound. So take no damage. And 5 makes a bigger snack. Look at the top 5. What do we want? Actually, I don't have to decide anymore. Don't need that yet. We can play this. We can play that. Don't need the Erebor Record Keeper really, so maybe getting this guy out to play will be great too. All these are great for my in-game, really. Let's do that. We'll throw away the Record Keeper. Okay. Take a time counter off, and new turn. Oh, I forgot to set up my Villia that turn. Draw 2 cards, exhaust, and not discard 1. Play him for 1. We're gonna tip him and look at what we got. CDN. I'm not sure I did Nalier again, so. Alright, so if we want to progress this turn, we have to quest for 21. I don't know if I can quite do that. But next turn, for sure. Let's see. King of the Mountain. I think I set it up so I could do that, right? Yep, discard that guy. Alright, let's just quest for a bunch. We'll reduce our threat by 3. And remove that from the game. And so now we need a quest for 19 if we wanted to go with this turn. Which, we can do it. Let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do this basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Free Peoples. I'm pretty confident I have my 9 here. We have Noldor Noble, 2. Dwarf and Warrior, that's 4. Beorni is 5. Gondor is 6. Ranger is 7. Arad is 8. Sheriff and Hobbit are 10. Ent is 11. And Sylvan is 12. So now, Free Peoples, one of my favorite cards. Play only if the characters you control have a total of at least 9 different traits among them. Ready each character in play until the end of the phase. Each character you control gets +1 willpower. So 5, 9. Baron's going to quest 10, 14. Let's. Before I quest, I'm going to do some tricksies. Good, good, good. That's exactly what I want. I want to put Grimbold into play. That'll work. 5, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21. Already here, but not quest. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 29, 30. 30 willpower. The Free Peoples. 30 willpower to 3 is 27. Brings me down to -11 threat. And we go to the next stage. Escape from Tharbad. You've eluded the orcs and you make haste for the river crossing. If you can get across, perhaps you can escape. Belloc has cleverly set a patrol on the ford and you're quickly spotted. You make a dash for the river. Add Belloc and the crossing at Tharbad to the staging area, then shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck and discard cards from the encounter deck until X orc enemies have been discarded, where X is the number of players in the game. Add all discarded orcs to the staging area. So here are our cards. Belloc, he is 1 threat, 5 attack, 11 to kill. Orc and creatures get minus 30 engagement cost and plus 1 threat. When you destroy each of them into the counter deck. And then we need to spawn ourselves an orc here. Shuffle up. And... oh, the big guy. Boo. He's 30 engagement cost, and he's minus 30. Side B. After the last... third and last is removed from the quest, raise each player's threat by 3, or Belloc makes an immediate attack against Nollier, which you can defend with somebody else, I think. Then place 3 on this. Progress that would be placed on this quest are instead placed on the crossing of Tharbad. After a character leaves play, raise its controller's threat by 2. So the time raises your threat, Nollier raises your threat, and the force raises your threat. Alright, let's not go here, because that spawns another orc. But let's engage Belloc optionally, and then this guy comes down because he's 0. I get shadow cards. I'm going to use Elrond and Vilya right now to pop out this guy. And I'm going to discard him to stop Belloc. I'm going to stop Belloc's Marauder from attacking. Oh, it's the same. Doesn't matter. I'll stop Belloc. It's more embarrassing because he's not immune or anything. So all we have is this Marauder. And I will defend with Beorn. 5. I take 4 damage. Oh, I could have done it with Too bad I've been smarter. I take 2 less. That's okay. And now let's see what we can do. 9 to kill this guy. 8, 9. And then this guy takes 11. That's a little harder. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's dead. Shuffle into deck. Alright, that 3 people's really helped. Everyone was ready. Okay, we're gonna stargaze here. These are both junk. Not sure. We just need a quest card, so not big deal right now. I'll do that. Nothing really to value this turn. Take off a time counter. Raise my threat by 1 for Nollier. New turn. Draw a second card. Keep it in hand with Silver Harp. Get 2 resources. And I'll do the King Under the Mountain. I think both of these are clunker cards. So I'll keep that guy. And play him. And play the dog. And we'll just take a peek with Hedemarth, and we know we're getting a Marauder. So this crossing at Tharbad, immune to player card effects, cannot leave the staging area, gets plus 2 quest points for each player in the game. So it has 12 quest points. When it's explored, we win. So every progress we put here goes on the crossing instead. We know it has 12. Hedemarth's telling us we have 3 coming up. So we have 8 in staging. So we need a quest for 20 and we'll win. Let's see if we can get 20. 1, 2, 6, 9, 12, 13, 15, 16, 18, 20. Exactly 20. Love it. We reveal this. Hannah Martha already told us that. So we have 8. We put 12 progress here. And we won on turn 6. That's pretty good. Won't say it was easy because I lost 4 times in a row before a good game with it. I've never seen this quest combo like that with the time counters. This is incredible. This is a silly deck. This is not something I recommend doing. It's just something I wanted to challenge myself, see if I could pull off a 49 threat deck. Bond of Friendship. Just so much fun. So many new weird things you can do. Definitely not optimize as for Velia or anything, but and I didn't even use any healing to make Elrond that great. But I kind of wanted his 13th threat in this case. I'm going to run this quest again using a smarter deck with Dune here, and that should be a more interesting game. At least more conventionally intelligent game. But I hope you enjoyed this silly game here. It can work as long as you don't get whacked about the first turn or two. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back with another play of this quest soon.